Okay, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Kratos, if I can find it, 60 watt temperature controlled device. Goes up to 60 watts, obviously. This thing is pretty sick. I love it. It's got an iPhone look to it, fits in the palm of your hand, unlike most of those bulky boxes would. Actually, to show you the production for this thing first. So, the Morpheus, the tank on top, actually, the V2, pretty much speaks for itself, as you can see. The coils inside are nickel, so with the temperature control, it goes down, the vapor slowly goes down, unlike a regular coil where you just get that burnt taste, and then that's when you know to change your coil. This is crazy, this whole new temperature control thing, with the nickel wire. At first I didn't understand it, and now I just can't get off it. I had an Aero tank for a long time, and then I had Atlantis, and it had the Canthal in it, and I couldn't stand it. And I discovered this tank after a while, and really got into tanks again. As you guys know me as a dripper. I've been on this tank for like 4 days now. Probably haven't really touched my dripper much, because the production of it satisfies me just like a dripper would. The device, the battery life on it's pretty damn good. I think I charged this, yeah, I put a fresh battery in there this morning and it's only at halfway, if you can tell. And I've got it right now at 54 watts and 540 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is how it hits. And you can also turn it down if you don't like having a lot of vapor. A lot of people don't. Some people honestly get these just to quit smoking, which is what they're for if you're not a hobbyist. I would keep it more if you're not so much a cloud chaser. Probably about 44 or 45 watts is more comfortable with the temperature lowered down, not so high. It's really cool too. It's got a pass-through that I really like about it. Those aren't necessarily a good thing to actually use when you're using an 18650 battery in a device, because you really want to take those out and charge them. It makes your batteries last longer. It's safe, but I wouldn't really call it safe every time. You never know. So they do recommend, people that make this Vaportech, they do recommend that you take the 18650 battery out and charge it on a regular bay, like a Luck or something. And with the tank, I noticed that my coils, I won't lie, I noticed that I used 1.2 and I used 1.5, well, a 0.5 coil, 0.5 ohms, and it's good for 30 through 55 watts, that's good. And the 0.2 coil is good from 45 to 75 watts, and I used the 0.2 at first, and I noticed I actually went through that coil within 2 days. But that's just because I'm also a chain vapor and I like to just vape a lot. Not necessarily to get the nicotine all the time. The other one, can you tell them? The 0.5 coil, actually, can you tell them to not? The 0.5 coil I used for a couple days and it's still good. I haven't noticed a change in my vapor actually, at all. It's still producing just like it was when I put it in, yeah, this is 2 days now. I put it in yesterday morning, and it's still producing exactly like it did yesterday, and I've got it set pretty high on the temperature, so that gives you a good idea of how well these things work. This tank pretty much straight up blew all my other tanks out of the water. It does not compare to the production. The airflow on it is similar to that of the other tanks you see on the market, but honestly, like, it feels different. It actually feels different than the other ones. I've got 12 milligrams in here, and it's not too bad because the airflow, it's significantly different actually. Whenever you twist it, instead of cutting it all off, it just makes it have less. Instead of cutting off the whole entire hole, cuts it in half. So it kind of looks a little cooler design there. I like it. Honestly, I like these little triangles that it's got going on too. Yesterday I got out of the car and dropped my entire device onto the concrete, and it didn't break. It landed straight on the tank and did not break. This is a great review for you guys. I'm being totally honest. I actually did so much stuff with this device already that I probably shouldn't have, but I guess it's good that I test it first. The battery's really easy to take out. Super easy. Unscrews super simple. Pops right out. Bam. Positive end up. Screw it right in. Make sure it's super tight. There is a pin in the middle too that you want to make sure is super tight. If it's loose, that way your battery gets full contact, because sometimes if it comes loose, you'll notice you might not be getting vapor. That's not your tank if that's happening. Just make sure that's tight before you think it's your tank and go and change a coil and waste it. That happens all the time. Some people, you know, they don't know. So, yeah, this thing is pretty wicked. I love it. I can do my tricks with it, so. That was really shitty. You guys can tell me how shitty that was in the comments if you want, because I saw that. But anyways, overall, this is a device I've been using for 4 days straight. Love it. Absolutely love it. The price is very low. I'm not really sure if they wanted me to mention it in the video. I actually was just going to put it in the caption. That'll be easier. Because you can buy them separate. So, yeah. All I have to say about this is, if you want a device for a low price, you want a device that looks nice, you want a device that fits in your hand comfortably, small, even for me, I've got little bitty girl hands, go for the Kratos 60w temperature control device and the Morphous V2. Is it Morpheus or Morphous? I'm really Texan. Maybe I'm just saying it wrong. I don't know. You guys know me. Anyways, I highly recommend this device. Highly to anyone. I've come across a lot of people who have asked me about it already. Kratos 60w and the Morphous V2. Remember the name.